Fun times in Cleveland again.
Still Cleveland.
Come on down to Cleveland town, everyone. Under construction since 1868. See our river that catches on fire. It's so polluted that all our fish have AIDS. We see the sun almost 3 times a year. This guy has at least 2 DUIs. The flats look like a Scooby-Doo ghost town. Don't slow down in East Cleveland or you'll die. Our economy's based on LeBron James. Buy a house for the price of a VCR. Our main export is crippling depression. We're so retarded that we think this is art. It could be worse though, at least we're not Detroit. We're not Detroit.
This is the Cleveland Cavaliers. Yes, the Cleveland franchise that has been here for a very long time. Average age is 26, medium market size, as you can tell. Total budget $226, owned by Mr. Gilbert. This team is going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty interesting in this league. The first person that we're going to introduce is the point guard, which is Steph Curry. You're probably wondering, wait, Steph Curry on the Cleveland Cavaliers? Why is Steph on the Cleveland Cavaliers? Well, his dad was drafted in 1986 to the Utah Jazz, and then after that season, he signed to the Cleveland Cavaliers in 1987 for the 87-88 season. And then guess when Curry was born? 88 in March 4th. And him and LeBron James are from the same exact hospital. They were born in the same hospital. But let's get to the skill set of this Mr. Stephen Curry. I mean, he is the son of a guy who can shoot really well, and his dribbling skills have kind of surpassed a lot of guards. It was really developing when he was in college, but how he's shooting now has actually surpassed the best shooters of all time, and now he has become the best shooter of all time. But that doesn't just come out of nowhere, you know. He was a little kid just watching his dad, a really, really, really good three-point shooter, by the way, as he's in the three-point contest. You know, just Del Curry really gave him his form and just how to stay consistent. And you can tell the consistency Steph Curry got and brought it to a whole nother level. So speaking of his father, yeah, he played in the 87-88 season in Cleveland, conceived and had Steph Curry in Cleveland, then moved to Charlotte for the Charlotte Hornets, and played a very well career there. Then after that went to Toronto. But yeah, this is him in 88 right here, giving Jordan a good 30. You know what I'm saying? Peep his number 30. You know what I'm saying? You can tell he's doing a lot of. You can tell his game is a little bit more Klay Thompson than Steph Curry right now, but that's kind of the point of the base of where you get this Steph Curry from. Mid-range, three-point, dribbling. You know, Del Curry is 6'5", Steph is 6'3". But yeah, Del Curry was doing a lot of dribbling, passing, and just a lot of shooting and shot creating at 6'5". And now we get to, you know who. The king of the city. The man from Akron, but he didn't move. He stayed. He was born and raised. That's number 23. That's LeBron James. This man is 6'9", 250, fam. He came in the league 6'8", 220. Grew an inch and grew 30 pounds by the time he got to the Miami Heat. Was on the Cleveland Cavaliers for the first, I want to say, 8 years of his career, then went to Miami. Then came back home. And now he's home for good, baby. It's LeBron James he has some championships. He went to the finals 8 times. he got swept by the Spurs in 08, 07, 08. But he can do everything. He can dribble, pass, dunk, rebound, gets triple doubles. I mean, the guy does everything. I don't know what else you want from the guy, man. He does pretty well with shooters. If you bring shooters around LeBron James, that's usually when he does his best. A la Boobie Gibson, Donyell Marshall, people like that. You know what I mean? Even Mario Chalmers. But Kevin Love, also one of the guys who won a championship with LeBron James when he was on Cleveland. LeBron James was doing his GM thing when he went back to Cleveland, and he needed somebody sort of like a Chris Bosh a little bit, but the same skill set. Kevin Love was averaging double-doubles in Minnesota, sometimes getting 20 rebounds and over 20 points a game. I remember him when he was in college. He looked like a 6'8" Kevin Federline, very chubby, lost weight as he went on in the league. He can shoot threes, he can shoot mid-range, he can post up, he can do post moves. He's a very good passer. Sometimes he's well known for sometimes grabbing the rebound and doing a whole chest pass across the whole court, like a full court chest pass. And he's very good at doing it. He's very accurate, very clutch shooter. He does it all. And that's why LeBron wanted him on the Cleveland Cavaliers. That's how they ended up winning a championship with the Cleveland Cavaliers, because Kevin Love is a very smart player overall of his skill sets. Zydrunas Ilgauskas, the original Cleveland Cavalier. He was on the Cavaliers before LeBron James in 03. The Cavaliers switched their logo to what we see now, but before that, it looked like orange and black, and it was a hoop. So Zydrunas is 7'1", got some weight as he got older, had a legendary bald spot like Manu Ginobili as he got older. Grew some range as he got older. The older he got, the better range he got. Zydrunas is just a pretty well postman. I mean, he does pretty well in the post. He knows his stuff, basically. Darius Garland is a current point guard for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He just scored 40 not too long ago, actually, like 43. He can shoot. He can dribble. His playmaking skills are better than his passing. I don't think he'll really average above 5 assists a game, honestly. He's more of a scoring point guard. But once you give him the ball, he's pretty lethal. He's not just one to play with. He can score all types of ways in the paint, in the mid-range, in the three-point. You really have to guard Darius Garland, especially if he gets an ISO on you. It's going to be a long day for you, honestly. But that's the current point guard right now for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Darius Garland. Anderson Varejo, or as some of the announcers say, Varejo. Very well known in the Cleveland Cavalier community for his hair, but for his wild style also. He I don't want to say he did it all, but he was Joakim Noah before Joakim Noah, you know? He plays very well defense, and he just goes to the rim with tenacity. Like, it's just nothing but ferociousness and tenacity when it comes to Anderson. Varejo didn't really average 10 rebounds a game, but could give you a double-double at any point, honestly. Mike Miller, very smart player in the game. Back when LeBron was doing his GM thing for the Miami Heat, he recruited Mike Miller because he knew that he could carry him to a championship with his veteran leadership. Mike Miller played during LeBron's era, basically. He was drafted in 04. Excuse me. Mike Miller was drafted in 02. a year before LeBron. He just knows the ropes. Back when the Grizzlies were giving the earlier Warriors a hard time, he was part of that clique with Zach Randolph and Marcus Gasol. Speaking of the Warriors, Jordan Poole, he's a very well-rounded guard. Sometimes can play the 3, but usually plays the 1 and 2. Playmaking very well, passing very average. Carl Landry from the Houston Rockets back in 2008. Very average forward. Kevon Looney of the Warriors today, or the Warriors of the past. He's pretty average also. Doesn't really do too much with rebounding, inside scoring. Cedi Osman, LeBron really likes this guy. He wanted to keep him on the Cavs. If LeBron wanted to trade you off the team, he would. And he wanted to keep Cedi because Cedi has a lot of potential. He's from Turkey. Reminds me a little bit of Hedo Turkoglu. Can do everything kind of. Not very good at passing. Playmaking is okay, pretty average. But his scoring is really well. He can do it inside. He can do it outside. He can rebound pretty well. And like I said, he just has a little bit of smartness, a little headiness to his game. It's pretty well. Eric Bledsoe played in the league for a long time. Had a little run with the Clippers. Him and Eric Gordon. Jalen Suggs is a rookie. He's pretty average right now. He has a lot of potential. Jacob Underwood is a made-up coach. He's not a real person, but he fits with the team. You just have to trust me on that one. Dell Demps, assistant coach. He's a real person. Offensive IQ is the strength. 3-point scoring, layups, and passing. Dunks, blocks, perimeter D, and steals. I can kind of see perimeter D being a problem with the starting 5 right there. Dunks, maybe true. Steals, yeah, I could kind of see that too. But everything else, 3-point scoring and passing with layups and offensive IQ, yeah, this is going to be a pretty lethal team. So you better watch out for the Cleveland Cavaliers.